Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm using the commentator mic to talk to you if that's alright, just for now.
One, two. Well, good afternoon and welcome to a slightly wet and drizzly Tompkins Park here, the home of the Palmyra Rugby Union Footy Club on the picturesque Swan River for the pre-ultimate game of the round. We were here 12 months ago where the home team managed to break a premiership drought and secure a win in what was a fantastic grand final. And today they're defending the right against the challengers, the Kalamunda Bulls, coming from the hills to try and make an upset, the team that's been powerful all year, Palmyra. They want to upset them on their home turf and book a slot into the grand final. My name is David McRae. Welcome to Stan Sports coverage of the Premiership, Fortescue Premier Grade in this penultimate round. We've had a delay of game at the start. We had a serious injury in the second, so we are delayed. And we're going to go straight down to commentary team on the boundary. Mick Collis and Jono are on the boundary now. We're going to throw it down to the commentary team for the call.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. So great to be here. Jono Lance, an important one of these teams 80 minutes away from a spot in the grand final next week.
Yeah, it's been a good day for Pally so far. A lot of results going their way. Good club. Let's see if they can take that first grade team into the grand final in Kalamunda.
So Rugby1st in the number 10 jersey, normally out on the wing, playing in the number 10. They're getting a little bit closer to the action this morning, and from the kick-off, a little bit of an error there. That's a toasty for Ave. It was just putting that ball down. But John Rugby1st at 10. Is that an indication of the way they're going to try and play this game this afternoon?
Yeah, I think having Biddle at 10 and Eden at fullback just lets Kalamunda know that they're going to be tested defensively all around the park. I think his ability to use his footwork to draw defenders, especially off set piece, is going to be something Pally will look to use, and it's probably why the set piece is so important for Kalamunda forwards to lay a good platform for their backs.
So the first scrum of the afternoon, just outside the 22-metre line. Referee looking to set this one up again. Two fairly even packs. Hayes Napier, Sebastian Siatunga and Pearson Kennington in the front row for Palmyra. Asatosi for Ave, Madison Hunting and Josh Tapania for Kalamunda. Two big packs. Someone's early just to getting started. Referee Graham Cooper this afternoon, Super Rugby referee in charge of the match here this afternoon. Drive comes from the Palmyra pack. Referee playing advantage. Biddle now with it. So the first chance for the Palmyra backline. It's a sparkling one. Setu dancing his way into the 22-metre line. Groovy at half-back. This is Cunningham. They come back the short side again. This is through Arindal. Bounces off Braden Forrest. Arindal taking a mountain of stopping. They drive him back. Cunningham again, getting a second early touch. Biddle, a long ball out, spreading with the width. This is Siatunga now, the hooker. Offloading, Hoppy for the corner. They drive him into touch.
Great scramble D from Kalamunda there. But we talk about Rowita Biddle's ball, his footwork, his ball carrying ability. We just see that his ball playing ability in the 10 jersey is still going to be pretty handy with a lovely 25-metre cutout ball. The Kalamunda 13 tried to shoot out to make the intercept, but unfortunately the pass was a bit better than that and set away their hooker on the edge.
And the conditions, John, a little bit of a breeze. It's not too bad, but probably favouring Kalamunda.
Yeah, it's definitely Kalamunda's breeze this first half. I think we'll get a good gauge of the wind on this goal kick. From where we're standing, maybe feels slightly stronger than it is down on field, but it's definitely less than the breeze was last week at Cottesloe.
So Jack Groovy, it will be looking to get the first points of this match. Just outside the 22, so he's about 24 metres out, just off centre. He will be kicking straight into the teeth of this breeze. Ball holds up at the final stages, but he puts more than enough on it. So Palmyra with the first point of the afternoon. They're out to a 3-0 lead, early stages of this semi-final clash.
I think for Kalamunda today, I think they're going to have to really test the boundaries, but their discipline's going to be really key. Can't give away too many penalties against this Palmyra team with how clinical their forward pack set piece is. But the Kalamunda forwards are going to have to really test the boundaries.
So Rangatahareri playing fullback, has spent some time at number 10 during the year, but that ball's been well taken by Leavasa. Gribby, the box kick, it'll hold up in the breeze. They let it bounce. Comes off a few hands, referee says no. So a chance for Kalamunda to set themselves up inside Palmyra territory. This wind behind Braden Forrest. Doesn't get a whole lot.
No, I think that might change the call.
Yeah, I think they would have liked to have been about another 20 metres closer to that Palmyra try line. So the first line out of the afternoon. Plenty of options for Kalamunda. They go to Ben Smith, wins it well. Forrest. Sam Manatafa, look for him all day, the big number 8. Forrest against Sawyers. Part of the Australian under-20 academy, or game, I should say. So Rangatahareri at half-back, full-back. Ralulu been dangerous all year. So Jack Weir now right on the 22. Forrest again, flat-footed. Solid hit on Sam Manatafa. Bissett it was, making the hit. Weir again. They continue to go wide. Almost intercepted. Nice run there by Smith. Oh, intercepted. And the referee calls it back. Would have been put the glasses down with Biddle with some space, but referee Graham Cooper coming back for the penalty. They point to the posts. John, a bit of a scrappy start from both sides.
Yeah, it's just how Kalamunda want the game to go, I think. A big kick here for the Kalamunda fullback to, I suppose, calm some nerves for the guys. I think everyone's been talking about how good this Palmyra outfit is. So I think the Kalamunda forwards trying to make today a dogfight, just how they like it, is exactly what they're going for. So to keep it close for these first 20 minutes is crucial for this game.
So Hayden bring it to Herreri. Breeze behind him. And the flags are raised, so tied up in the early stages here in this semi-final clash between Palmyra and Kalamunda. 3-3 here at Tompkins Park. Winner through to the grand final. So plenty on offer and plenty at stake. And it will be Rowita Biddle to get play back underway. Sending it deep. Forrest getting a bit more on that one.
That's yours. Just here.
So seeing it hung up
Yeah, that's you. That's
with
you.
the throw. They go to the back. Leavasa wins it well. Biddle dropping it on the toe, showing his full range of skills. Rangatahareri taking that ball.
You're okay. Seven's in the way.
Good backfield coverage there by the Kalamunda team, almost baiting Palmyra into that chip. I reckon that's something they spoke about this week, is the line speed of the Kalamunda front line. As the kick doesn't find touch. Oh.
So what's the referee going to say? In fact, he has. He's knocked it on. So that breeze a little bit deceptive. I think Kitano Joe just caught out by that breeze. Ball going a little bit further than he thought it was. So knocking on at the end, he did well to try and keep it in play. But a great opportunity here for Kalamunda.
Just stay square for me, please.
So Malachi Tamaunu and Saluni Pala'a, the centres for Kalamunda.
Coach! Points! Set!
Samanatafa picks it up off the back, goes himself. Law just sliding off the tackle. So Kalamunda, good front foot ball for them. They need to get it quickly. Weir's there now. They've got numbers on the short side.
Thank you.
To Palmyra. So 6 metres away, the Bulls on the attack. Weir, Samanatafa again. Getting through a mountain of work. Anatalea there. Picks and goes himself. 2 metres away. Hook him out at the back. Picks and goes. Drives towards the line. Centimetres short. Ball slow to come out. Kalamunda taking their time. Great composure. The drive coming. Referee Graham Cooper well positioned. Says short. They come the short side again. Ware picks and goes. Tries to drive through the halfback. Can he get there? Yes, he can. So great scout by Kalamunda.
Yeah, doing the tough stuff really well. The number 8, Seminatafa, off the back of the scrum. I think that's not the last time we're going to see that today. He's had 3 really damaging carries his first 10, 15 minutes and just gives them the really good go forward front football to play on the top of that. And we just saw the piggies there go to work. 3 pick and drives, great motion to keep the D guessing on both sides, but the simple stuff of a pick and drive gets the first try of the day.
Yeah, really nice composure from Kalamunda. And a real boost for them too, going to this match as definite underdogs. Finished in, they had the playoff for the top of the bottom conference, and he just getting home against Southern Lions to secure the spot. They beat University last week. As Ringer to Hereri raises the flags again, so Kalamunda in the lead here at Tompkins Park, 10 points to 3.
I reckon that's just how the Kalamunda coaches drew up the start of this game on Thursday. It's going to be a real interesting 5-10 minutes here to see Kalamunda try and use this breeze and exit, which is going to be crucial after points.
Sawyers take that ball from the kick-off. Jack Weir sends it high. Biddle now underneath it. So many options. Offloads to Ojo. And plenty of chahooing going on at the sidelines here. Kalamunda with their tails in the air at the moment, playing very confidently. Ralulu now. They just don't want to get too excited. They need to try and stick to their game plan. It's working well for Ave offloading. Same under Tafa. And a little bit of a loose carry.
Forward there, guys.
By Asatosi for Ave, but important for this Kalamunda side not to get ahead of themselves.
No. 4-4.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a loose carry or he's gone for the offload. I think if he's gone for the offload, his coaches won't be too happy. But it's just so crucial in semi-finals after you score points, especially a try, to get that ball over halfway and get really secure the points that way. So Palmyra straight back on the attack here with a pretty dangerous spot for a scrum.
So Palmyra, Biddle dancing through, looking for that link ball, finds Setu. Setu to Paisi for the line, and he gets there, and what a great response by the home side. Making it look oh so easy.
Tremendous pass from Rui Biddle there. The old triple cutout, flat at the line, really kept the Kalamunda centres tight with really good decoy lines from the Palmyra fullback and 12. But just that big overs line, Biddle again showing his class with the passing game as well, and a great finish in the corner there.
So 10 points to 8. A great response by Palmyra. Not panicking with that early try by Kalamunda. Kalamunda possibly not panicking, but just getting a little bit too excited from that restart. And Jack Ruby will be looking to try and level things up here. It's a tough kick on his good side. Breeze will probably help him. As it slows, it'll curl back in towards those posts. It holds up, might not have the legs, or will it? Just falls short.
Don't think he could have hit that much better than that. So the wind is doing a little bit from our angle. You could see the wind really held that up, almost dropped vertically when it landed. But Palmyra pegged the scores back to 10-8 as the kick, oh, he's grabbed it. So we're going to come back for a centre field scrum, which is probably the last thing you want with this Palmyra backline.
Yeah, and it was just at Ben Smith it was. If you had waited just a second, that ball would have eventually gone 10, but just needed a little bit more off it off the tee by Ranga Tahiri from the restart.
Good height, fellas. Let's maintain that, please.
Tough question to solve here for the Kalamunda D. Do you lock up the right side with Rowita Biddle and give Manahira Eden a big chance on the left? Or do you try and lock down that left side and keep them going that right? I wouldn't be surprised if we see Gruby from 9 here get his running game involved.
So scrum right on halfway. Big Palmyra faithful, you can hear them chanting at home. It's been picked up by Sawyers, so ball spat out. So Kalamunda, a let off for them. What can they do? Forrest plays it smart, punches for the corner, and that's a nice kick as well. Even the 50-22. In fact, they do. So smart work from the number 10 for Kalamunda, playing in the number 22 jersey.
He stayed down then.
So they get the line out.
I take your point. Yeah.
Pally be disappointed with that scrum. Find themselves on the back foot once again.
In. Well, okay.
See Tunga letting Graham Cooper know there was a couple of halfbacks. Sloppy line out. Kalamunda secured,
Knock-ons, guys.
but a knock on.
First by Blue at the top, and by this guy. We'll scrum over here.
Kalamunda though getting the scrum feed.
Knock on.
So another attacking opportunity here for Kalamunda. They've got their entire back line out on that right-hand side.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if we see Money Tougher come off the back of the scrum again here after how successful he was that last one. Obviously, got to win the ball first, and I know that Palmyra pack will be disappointed losing their ball just that one scrum earlier.
So we're with the scrum feed, 15 in from touch. Ball comes to the back. Sam Anatafa gets it, offloads to Weir. Forrest, he's got lots of options. He goes to Tamaunu. So Kalamunda again, this fast front football. It's how they like to play. Anatolia. They try to hold him up. He finally comes to ground. Sam Anatafa again picks and goes himself. Number 8 having a storming game for the Bulls this afternoon. Early stages. Pick and go again by Kalamunda. They like to take it up the middle first. Here we go, Forrest. Tamaunu again. Centre field. Weir to Forrest. Turns it back inside. Sam Anatafa met heavily there by Hayes Napier though. Spla'a tries to dance through. Napier again in defence, solid. Weir for Ave. Brought to ground eventually by Setu. Weir's there, Forrest. Samana Tafa, I'd love to see his stats. Forrest again. Pala'a. This is Nairobi. Referee playing advantage. Weir. Tamuunu takes the tackle. Loose ball. Samana Tafa again to clean up. No one at halfback. Weir finally gets there. Comes the short side. Big don't argue to Siatunga. Rangata Harry at halfback. Forrest goes in. Samana Tafa again. Stolen there by Hookamau for Kalamunda, still going. Palmyra defence holding firm, it's been intercepted. Referee comes back, he was playing advantage. Hoppy thought he was away.
The double whistle from the referee Cooper. Be interested to see if anything more comes of that shoulder charge, I think it was.
Okay, it's nowhere near the head. Changes as someone's in the bin.
Quite happy with that.
Just here. Right here.
So a penalty for Kalamunda right in front of the sticks, and they point towards them. Points very valuable in this match. Kalamunda be happy just to keep taking them when they come on offer. 10-8 is the score. The Bulls in the lead. So directly in front, Hayden Rangata Hereri. And makes no mistake with that one. So Kalamunda now out to a 13 points to 8 lead.
Kalamunda forwards just showing their ball carrying ability for 4 or 5 phases there, but also I think we saw the desperation of the Kalamunda team. It got a bit out of sorts, but the ball carry was getting them over the ad line, and we saw desperation of guys working hard to make sure they get to the clean out.
From the restart, a little bit of razzle-dazzle from Palmyra. They've got numbers all over the park. Kalamunda player down in the background. Palmyra on the fly, but it's been turned over. So an incredible start from the restart. That ball held up in the breeze. Forrest got cleaned up when he tried to take that ball, so he's down in back play. We had Leah Vasa almost over the line.
We'll play the line out, then we'll stop. Yeah.
There's an amazing kickoff from Biddle. The height he gets on his kicks, especially into the wind, makes it pretty hard for the Kalamunda team to secure that ball, and it almost was a high ball take contest between a winger and a fullback out on the 22, which is testament to how high that kick really went.
Boys, we're going straight back on. Turn back on.
So play back on. Forrest seems okay, but some real scrambling defence there by Kalamunda. Did well to turn that ball over, an important penalty. So Hunting with the throw for the Bulls. Sawyers wins it well. Weir, Forrest, Hookamau, runs into Tyron Law. One of the real stalwarts, this Palmyra side. Forrest has been charged down, offloads, Hoppy for the line. Scrambling tackle by Hunting, pulls him down, ball comes loose. Kalamunda back in possession again. Referees going to the pocket, yellow card.
So you straight off your feet, you then won the ball. It's cynical.
So plenty of high fives to Pearson Kennington. I'm not sure he's shown the yellow card to, John.
I must admit, it's not the person I thought it was. Is it? No. Yes, it's the 9.
So Jack Weir it is.
I thought he actually got all right to get on that ball. I think he got him for not releasing, which is probably fair as well. But again, goes to show the importance of exiting after points. Palmyra have really bounced back. They put a lot of pressure on a scrum after losing scrum on their ball, lose points, get a charge down, and that's the testament of the quality team they are.
So Kalamunda down to 14 men. Jack Weir, a key man in this Kalamunda lineup as well. So a great charge down. Carl Bissett, I think it was, The drive now coming from Palmyra, picked up off the back by Hoppy, going for the line, turns it back to Cunningham. Just short. Kalamunda desperately defending here, playing the man down. Siatunga at halfback. Nepia met heavily, 5 away. They pick and go, Leavasa. Groovy goes open side. Pennington, I should say. Siatunga, long ball from the hooker. Beautiful one it is. And it's going to be Hanley set to score the try off a brilliant ball from Sebastian Siatunga.
I must admit, I thought that was Rugby Biddle with another 3-man cutout, but the Palmyra captain, Sebastian Siatunga, with a tremendous left to right ball there to put the 12 in a bit of space, and Setu with the footwork to come off that right foot, get inside and score another try for Palmyra. They're so damaging all around the park. It's the speed and footwork of their backs, but the forwards have such good classy interplay amongst them. Usually it's the tip balls and the balls out the back of the forward pod, but I'm not against seeing a hooker throw a 30-metre cutout.
Yeah, Heath Tessman would have dreamt of throwing a ball like that. As you said too, left to right, Jono, very impressive from Siatunga.
I think for me, the best part of it was the casual reaction after. There was no hoopla, there was no big smile. I do that every Tuesday, so this is no surprise to me.
So Jack Groovy looking to put Palmyra in front. That breeze is going to drag it around. Just pushes it behind the post though. So all tied up here at Tompkins Park, 13 apiece.
I think we're going to see some slow rugby from Kalamunda over the next 8 or 9 minutes while they try and kill the clock to get their 9 back on the field.
So Rangatahareri puts it a bit deeper this time. Carl Bissett driven back towards the 22. So Pally looking to exit. Biddle's back in the pocket. Cunningham. Groovy, this time it goes back to Biddle, kicking into the breeze. Forrest is there to clean up, takes it well, just on his own 10-metre line, Kalamunda territory. Links back up with Rangatahareri. Tries to dance his way through. He's met by Setu, the try scorer. Thrown to ground just shy of the halfway line. Forrest goes into halfback to Panya. Turns it back inside. Loose pass from Forrest, filling in for Weir at halfback. Forrest again. Nairobi with some quick hands. Kalamunda now in some space, turns it back inside. Nairobi again, starts, can he finish it? Inside the 22, lovely ball to Ben Smith, and Kalamunda, razzle-dazzle try time. Brilliant by the Bulls.
Great option to bounce back to the short side there. They didn't need the overlap because the show and go did all the work for it, but then 3 great little offloads amongst the Kalamunda forwards. I think it was Tevin and Atelia. I might be wrong there though, because I think 3 of them had just as good offloads as the other, but just a support play of the Kalamunda team to get in behind the ball, get in behind the line break and keep flooding through. We've seen their desperation to get to clean outs. Now we're seeing the desperation to get the offloads and get a try.
Yeah, just an amazing try. The running of the Bulls here at Tompkins Park. Just Nairobi with a couple of touches. And Talia, I think it was, that started it all. And Kalamunda playing with a man down. What a great result for them.
Mate, can you just ask...
Up by 18 points to 13.
Or just keep me up.
Certainly bringing momentum into this semi-final clash, disposing of University last week, coming from behind. Tahareri right on the junction at the 15 and the 22. And he keeps the scoreboard ticking over. Kalamunda out by 7 now, 20 points to 13 against the defending champions and the minor premiers here at Tompkins Park. The winner of this match to play the winner of Associates and Netherlands also underway this afternoon down at Swanbourne. So a grand final, a spot in the big dance is the prize as Biddle again. That ball holds up in the breeze, Groovy. So Pally regaining territory through Groovy, driving back. Sawyers is there, tries to rip the ball. Kennington does the clean out. Bale. Bissett still going. Met heavily though from the side. Through that man, and Talea. So just that ball in the 22. Kalamunda have turned it over again. They're desperate.
That wind's really picked up as well this last 5 minutes. We saw another Biddle kickoff be a borderline high ball contestable. But yeah, that wind picking up really makes it important for Kalamunda to finish this half strong. The advantage is they do have a really nice left foot for the Palmyra backfield to have to look after both sides of the field here.
If you could put a points value on this breeze, Jono?
It's heading towards the 10-point digit. I wouldn't have said that 5 minutes ago, though.
Yep. So Forrest at halfback. Kalamunda will be quite happy with this little delay in time to chew up the clock with their halfback Jack Weir having a 10-minute spell. So Forrest, the big drive coming from Palmyra, picked up off the back by that man, Simon Atafa. Forrest again uses the breeze well.
I was about to say I'm surprised they've gone with Forrest at 9, taking away his left foot. But I think they had that planned all along.
Yeah.
The 8 little pick up to Forrest. I'm glad I didn't say it. A great exit and another great kick from Forrest into this left corner.
So Siatunga, they go to the back. Leavasa wins it well, not straight though. Some of the Kalamunda referees in the shed here next to us.
They had a great view of it down here. Choosing the line out in the wind is brave from Kalamunda. But I think it goes to show how good that Palmyra scrum is. They're trying to avoid scrums at all costs.
Sawyers has been pretty consistent at 2. They go to the back, and it's, as you mentioned, tough in the breeze. Siatunga, all the skills, just kicking across there to Ojo. And Kitten Ojo wrapped up, and Kalamunda again. Their forward pack have been outstanding. Just that scrambling defence at the breakdown. It might have actually been Nairobi getting in there and doing the steal, but the whole side, Kalamunda, working well together.
I think we have to go back and talk about the kick pass, though. Siatunga, not happy with his 20-metre try-assist pass, has gone with the quadruple cutout cross kick off the back of the line out.
Yeah, all the skills.
Which played perfectly for the Palmyra backs to get on the front foot, but just goes to show how much this Kalamunda desperation is playing a part of this game. To get on the bikes there, get back, make the tackle, but then get straight on the peel for a turnover. They're in this fight.
So Hunting, it's been stolen by Palmyra. So Pally upsetting the Bulls. So 2 poor lineouts by Kalamunda. Tyron Law drives forward. They've got a lot of experience in this Palmyra side as Biddle Drops it on the toe. Forrest cleans up well. Uses the breeze, that little stab kick. Might have put too much onto that one, and that is going to go well dead. So they come all the way back. Is this the opportunity that Palmyra have been looking for? So Jack Weir making his way back onto the paddock. So Kalamunda doing pretty well out of that, scoring the try. 18-13 is the score.
He's obviously splitting up and I'm ending in the gap, but he's on the corner.
Quiet first half so far from the Palmyra fullback manner here at Eden. I think we're going to look at his name being called in the next 5 minutes, because it's very rare for him to go 30 minutes of footy without getting his hands on the ball.
Yeah, and what a weapon it is to have up your sleeve. This Palmyra side. Here they go on the attack, Biddle. And there he is, Manahira Eden, as called by John O'Lance. So dangerous on his feet. Offloading with Ojo, but ball going to deck, and Ralulu's up and about.
Ojo having a tough day with the hand so far. 3 very similar drops from the flick pass, but I think it also is a testament to how skillful that flick pass is. It's almost getting him by surprise every time with how late they're able to throw it and how much they are able to draw in that defender.
So again, Kalamunda with the line out. Best their last 2. Will they go 2-2? They go to the middle again. Ben Smith wins it. Weir back on his first touch from the bench. Seaman Atafa wrapped up by Law right on the halfway line. Forrest again, linking with his fullback. Nairobi now with some toe. Nairobi. They need to get there. Napier, another shot from him. This is Tema Unu. And it's Talea. You know how dangerous he can be for Ave there to clean out. Penalty coming though. Not releasing. This time it was Palmyra all over the ball. A little bit of miscommunication by Kalamunda. And a Talea there, having words to his teammates. Biddle just trying to decide which side to kick to with this breeze. Grabs about 20 metres from the penalty.
Palmyra defence getting caught quite narrow there. Wasn't the quickest ball, and Kalamunda didn't have too many numbers outside, but the winger stayed back for Palmyra and just allowed for a very simple blocker play to get outside the edge of the D, and I reckon that's something the coaches will be talking about at half-time.
So Palmyra win it well. Ojo, this time he hangs onto it, runs straight into Sawyers. Grooby's there. Leovasa. Bissett helping as they drive. Palmyra front foot, looking good, looking confident as we approach the half-time break. Biddle throws the ball out to Paisi. They play on quickly, Kalamunda. Nairobi. This time Kalamunda now wanting to fight back. Weir with the kick. Biddle takes it just outside the 22. Punches it back. Weir's there to clean up. Forrest. Ralulu now. Spots the gap. Oh, terrific tackle by Tyron Law. Might have hurt himself though, one of the skippers. Little chip over the top from Weir. Eden's back. Sums up his options. Goes to the sky, the banana kick, looking for the touch line. He'll find it. Doesn't chew much off.
On the line is inside. We'll play the line out.
Thank you for that, Graham Cooper. Just Good from Coops there, just letting the Kalamunda faithful right in front know the rules.
They'll still question him. Smith wins it. Weir. Forrest. Tamaunu holds that one up. It's Samanatafa on his outside shoulder. Forrest tries to get the shoulders through. Weir. And Talaya. This is Samanatafa again. Got through an absolute mountain of work in the opening 40. For Ave. Almost intercepted. Tapania cleans up. Sawyers runs into Leavasa. And Bissett.
Drop the ball on, no advantage, will come back for the knock on.
Smart there from Dane Sawyers. He assumed the role of the back out the back of that forward pocket. He saw the option. Pally down again, a few numbers on their short side D. But the 8 for Palmyra, Benji Hoppy managed to read through on the pass and disrupt the ball. But great work from Dane to, as I said, step into that backs position and get that interplay going for the Kalamunda forwards, which I think is going to be even more important because the more they carry, the more fatigue's going to set into these guys late in these halves, late in the game.
So in the shadows of half-time here at Tompkins Park, big drive coming from Pally. Samanatafa picks it up. Forrest tries to get the short ball. Ralulu comes through. Tyron Law making the tackle. When it counted, just knocking that ball free. And you mentioned Dane Sawyers, he's certainly one of the rising stars up and coming in WA rugby.
Yeah, tremendous for the Australian under-20s in their World Cup tournament earlier in the year. Probably one of the best players in that competition, and you can see since he's come back from that tournament back to Kalamunda, I think he's taken a lot of confidence from that, and I think Kalamunda as a team have taken a lot of confidence from having him back in the side. His work rate is crucial for them as a team, and it's obviously so important for them today.
Certainly been in good form. It's the big drive coming again. Hoppy picks it up. Groovy, Eden. Now to Ojo. Oh, solid hit by Tamunu and the swarming defence from the Bulls. High shot though. They play on quickly. Groovy tries to weave his way through. Tamunu's there. Tyron Law cleaning up. Ojo again running hard towards that line. Dangerous man with the ball in hand. Biddle, Siatanga, long ball from the hooker again. Leavasa loses his feet. So Palmyra would love to score a try before the half-time break. Cunningham sandwiched by the red and black defence. Biddle. Tyron Law smashed in centre field. And a Talaya, I think it might have been. Eden, though, so dangerous. Manahira Eden bounces off. Groovy, Siatanga, flick past to Hoppy, to Ojo, and that is wonderful from Palmyra.
Great footy.
They just back themselves, Jono, don't they?
Yeah, Law the 7 for Palmyra. He's had some pretty sharp shoulders the last 5 minutes, putting some big hits on, but he's just received potentially the biggest hit of the year so far on this field. But just the quality of team they are. A few other teams would have gone from that big hit and panicked, but they stayed in their shape, and 2 phases later, the interplay, the little offloads of the forwards gets them over for another try.
And the versatility of Sebastian Siatanga, again, he's like another back out there with his skills.
Yeah, he must be listening to the commentators because I feel like he's taken my first comments personally. And I say that because I know how damaging he can be as a ball carrier, but they're able to play with so much width in their attack through having obviously Biddle's passing game, but he's an influential part of their attack through his interplay. He plays the ball on the little tip balls very nicely, real deft hands, but also his ability to get width in the attack is huge for the Palmyra team.
And Jack Gruby just putting that one across the front of the post. So at half-time here at Tompkins Park in this all-important semi-final clash, it is 18-all Kalamunda against Palmyra. Johnny, you're surprised that Kalamunda have stayed close to Palmyra?
I'm probably surprised at how well Kalamunda has gone the last 5-10 minutes of that half. Obviously, Palmyra sneaking in that try there right at the end. I think Kalamunda will take a lot of confidence from that half, and especially the fact that they played with 14 men and almost played on top of them for that 10-minute period, still getting overlaps. I think they need it. Kalamunda need this game to be scrappy and a dogfight, as I touched on earlier, but they also need to get their offloads going, and I think that's something they're really working towards.
So half-time here at Tompkins Park, semi-final underway, a spot in the grand final for the winners, and we are all tied up. 18 points all, Kalamunda and Palmyra. We'll throw it back to the studio. All the action from the second half, not far away.
Thanks, boys. Down at Palmyra, wet and windy day down there. Fantastic to see Kalamunda keeping up there with that, and then Palmyra with the late try. As we watch the first half highlights of this scintillating match. Palmyra, of course, finishing top of the table. Kalamunda winning the Rendezvous Cup this year. As we just see the highlights run through the first half tries. That was the last. So Kalamunda taking on the top of the table, Palmyra, which is pretty incredible given they start the season winless after 5 rounds. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you very shortly.
Do you love the game?
Do you want the best seat in the house? Help make the game better.
Get involved.
Become a referee.
Welcome back to Tompkins Park. Game would not go ahead without the support of the referees. If you're interested in becoming a referee, make sure you get in contact with Rugby WA. We're always in the need of more men and women with the whistle, of course. The best referee in WA at the moment, Mr. Cooper, down on the sidelines refereeing this game. Might take this opportunity to go through some of the graphics that we didn't get through in the start of the game due to the delay. As we see the results from last weekend, and the top one there, that was the big turn up. Kalamunda going to the home of the students at UWA, tallying them up 20 points to 16 to book a spot in this final today. And of course, the stand match of the round last week, Cottesloe and Nedlands. Nedlands just holding on for a nail-biting 1-point finish against the barnstorming Cottesloe. We saw how much that meant, especially to the Cottesloe team, as Nedlands and associates across the river are now taking on each other for a chance to face whoever wins this game in next week's grand final. Of course, as I mentioned, Palmyra, the defending premiers, been the team to beat all year. Kalamunda at the moment are doing pretty well. The team lists that we didn't get to go through at the start of the game. the matchups there. Rugby Biddle, of course, we know how strong he is, usually outside back. Exciting with the ball in hand. But I believe he's starting. He started at the number 10 today, Tyron Law from Palmyra, captain, always very good at the breakdown. Manahira Eden, which of course was a massive star last year in the grand final. Former PG Hampshire winner, controls the backs from behind. Cross Code superstar, and of course for Kalamunda, the game breakers. Dane Sawyers, Western Force Academy rep, Australian under 20s this year. And Hanari Hokamuru, captain, leads with his very physical presence on the ground. We're just waiting for the teams to get back together for the second half. Whoever wins this contest will be at the home of the Palmyra Rugby Union Club next week to fight off for a chance to host the Cup aloft. And we're going to take this opportunity now to throw down again to the commentary team for the second half. Down to you, Mick, if you can hear me.
So welcome back to Tompkins Park. Half-time here in this semi-final clash between Palmyra and Kalamunda. And it is 20 points to 18. Apologies to Hayden Rangataherere. We missed one of his conversions. So it is the Bulls up by 2. 20 points to 18. A spot in the grand final is the outcome of this match for one of these teams. Palmyra, the minor premiers, the defending champions. Kalamunda, the underdogs coming into this match. They've been on a winning streak towards the back end of this season, accounting for University last weekend. And right here in the lead at the moment with just 40 minutes to go. It'll be a home grand final for them with Kalamunda hosting. And Rangataherere gets play underway, but straight away, Tyron Law from the restart. The number 7 takes play up towards the 10-metre line inside Kalamunda territory. Biddle, little chip over the top, using the breeze well. Ball sits up. Referee coming back for the penalty. But nice start, Jono, by Palmyra.
Yeah, great from Palmyra.
Just a high one.
And just smart footy from Rugby1st. I think we've already seen they might have had a discussion about the wind at half-time there. And just a nice little deft touch into that left corner that's seen a lot of action in the first half. And I reckon it'll be seeing a fair bit more this next 40 minutes.
Yeah, straight away, Palmyra showing their intent just to try and play this match down in Kalamunda territory. Madison Hunting just getting some attention, the Kalamunda hooker. And the line out, first one of the second half, will be just 10 metres away from the Kalamunda try line.
Might get our first look at a maul today. I don't think there was a maul in that first half.
No, there hasn't been.
Just wait until they hit the ground, please, guys.
So you can see on the assistant referee that breeze is fairly strong. Bissett wins it well. Now the rolling maul starts.
It's a tackle, play on.
It's been brought to deck.
Stay.
So Palmyra there, Cunningham. Met by Ralulu. And also Sam Anatafa. This is Kennington. And Talea almost stealing that ball. They go back to the short side. Loose ball picked up by Hoppy on the fly. And the number 8 strolls through to score the first points of the second half. And they do come in favour of the home side, Palmyra. And that's exactly the start they wanted.
Yeah, the old bounce pass try rarely fails. Groovy just knew the space was there and through the flat ball. I think we saw a few passes in that first half from Kalamunda. The breeze start to take it. So I think we've seen our first one from Pally there, but was given enough force, but the line from the back row there to fly onto it at full pace just shows the confidence that their forward pack plays with, and just the perfect start to the half.
So Palmyra leading 23 points to 20 now, with the conversion attempt to come by Groovy. And you just get a sense, this Palmyra side, if they start to click, they can score points from anywhere. Groovy strikes it well. Adds the extras, so out by 25 points to 20. So the perfect start.
You mentioned Palmyra can score points from anywhere. That's the other issue with this breeze for the Kalamunda backfield. They have to be honest to it. They have to look out for it, especially because of the 50-22s. But it means that Palmyra can have a crack from their own half here against a much shorter defensive line.
So the restart, well taken by Kale Bissett. Leavasa picking and going. Short side, Siatunga, another lovely ball from him. Ojo gets around Weir, uses the big arm, the winger. Takes play right up to the 22. Great run by Ojo. Hunting was there for Kalamunda. Has turned it over as well. Rululu now for Kalamunda. Ojo and Hunting just having a little bit of carry on off the back of that. Tapania now for Kalamunda. Weir is back, so it's been charged down. Tyron Law. Sam Manatafa makes the tackle. Hoppy now the try scorer. Sums up his options, shows and goes, turns it back on the inside, tries to flick it out the back. Cunningham picks it up. Arindal hasn't had too many opportunities for Kalamunda, or for Palmyra, I should say. Cunningham, short ball to Law. Another solid hit by Anna Tala's got him lined up.
It's on Law again.
Leavasa, nice ball. Paisi dragged into touch by Sawyers. And this time, that one hurt Tyron Law too. Not much does hurt him, but it's been a couple of solid hits.
I think it was the exact same right shoulder that's got him there. They got him in the first half.
Yeah, Tevin Anatalea was doing the damage on the number 7 for Palmyra. But he's tough.
A few hands on heads from the Kalamunda forward pack, working very hard this first 5 minutes of the half. I think if they're going to stay in this game this next 20 minutes, we mentioned him in the first half, but Dane Swords is going to be so influential and important in that 20, just to get turnovers and slow down that Palmyra ball.
They throw it to that man, Sawyers. Smart play with this strong wind. They tried to go long a few times in that first half and it went a little bit awry, so playing the safe option. Hockamau now bounces off Rowita Biddle, gets the leg drive going. Tyron Law swinging him to the ground. Tapania, oh, solid hit by Hayes Napier. Front rower on front rower. And it's Talea, driven back by Leavasa. Forrest into the breeze. Picked up by Maniated. Spots a gap. Samana Tafa looks for him. So Biddle now, Ojo. They've got some numbers and some speed on that right-hand side. Ojo. Great tackle by Weir, the halfback, needed to make it. So Pally inside that 22, Cunningham. Rululu making the tackle. They go short side again. Oh, Bissett. Kale Bissett, can he get there? Yes, he can. So Kalamunda, they held out for as long as they could. But the experience of Palmyra, and Kale Bissett it was, scoring the try. So that's 2 inside the first 10 minutes for Palmyra.
Kalamunda backfield having to look after that kicking game is just allowing, especially that short side attack from Palmyra, to attack as four. And what they're doing really well is running square. There's not much crossfield running, a well-coached team, but they're staying really square, which keeps that overlap for the guy outside. And we're seeing that soft D from Kalamunda read off and the old show and go line break.
And Palmyra, like it's a very strong club. Graham Cooper just blowing time off. Dane Sawyers, it is just getting a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
But we've seen the depth of Palmyra today, taking out the Colts, the women's, 4s, 3s, 2s. So it's going to be a busy day for them, but great depth at the club. And just they've got strength across the park with their, they've got mobile second rowers, as we just saw with Carl Bissett then, and that back row of Hoppy and Law, and the strength of Cunningham. And then the back line, as we've spoken about so often, with Biddle steering the ship today, Manihira Eden at fullback, and then Kitan Ojo. He didn't have the happiest of first halves with the hands, but geez, he's got some toe when he gets that ball in hand.
He definitely runs violent into contact as well, which is something you can't coach. So I think him on the end of this back line makes it very tough for the fullback when he flies onto it.
So Gruby just pushes that one across the post, so the score remains 30 points to 20.
The maul. Sure.
So a little bit of breathing space for Palmyra. Opening stanza of this second half, Forrest getting that ball, just holds up, but no real pressure. And the banana kick using the breeze. Forrest at the 10. Law makes the tackle. Weir's there. Nice shot by Cunningham. Weir has a bit of a scamper. Can't get around Kennington though. Penalty coming.
Number 7, not rolling.
So these centre field kicks with this breeze, making it hard for these kickers to get too much space. Choose off about 13 or so metres. They all count.
A few changes about to come on for Kalamunda. Saw a few hands on heads earlier, and I think we're going to see a few changes for Kalamunda this next 10 minutes.
Yeah, so Drew Davutavakula coming on the wing. He's been dangerous all year. Ralulu is the man coming off. Also looks like Tapania. And it's Salau, wins it. Forrest. Samanatafa bounces into Cunningham. Weir again. Forrest looking for that short ball to Nairobi. He's been good. Ringa Tahireri takes the tackle. Passe Fine on in place of Josh Tapania. Davutavakula, his first touch, offloads to Sawyers on the short side. Dane Sawyers. Ball comes loose. Referee says it'll be a penalty. So a bit of feeling starting to come into this match.
It's above sternum.
Great reply from Kalamunda after the last try. Clinical exit, good kicks, and just some good simple footy.
Exactly the same as theirs, too high. Okay, and you're back on your warning down here.
We saw the Palmyra maul get working just 5 minutes ago. Again, I'm sure he would have preferred that kick a little bit closer to the try line, but it'd be great to see if Kalamunda can retaliate with their maul and get some go forward to suck in the defence.
So Kalamunda adding some size to their 15. With Passe Fine on in the front row. Davutavakula, he's such a weapon. He's just sitting outside the shoulder of Forrest. They need to win the line out. It's been thrown to the front. Cunningham spoils it. Forrest now Davutavakula.
The trick play at the front of the line out was very well read there. He almost knew what they were doing and went the distance.
Smith cleans up, ball loose. Still with Kalamunda, Tamuunu. Leavasa holds him up on the 22. Centre field. Kalamunda on the attack. For Ave. And Talia has been so dangerous. Almost intercepted. In fact, it has. Oh, Kitan Ojo. There was no one home.
Guys, it's just a knock-on.
He's got a lot of heart in him, Dane Sawyers, but I don't know if I would have backed him for the toe race there with Ojo.
No. So a scrum right on the 22. 10 in from touch. Just feel the intensity start to lift here. For one of these teams, the season will end. And you can see Davuda Vakula, he's just again hovering in that gap between the 10 and the 12.
Way too much lean, guys.
The 22 and the 13, as it is in Kalamunda's case. Pala'a's just moved in a little bit closer, but
Waiting for the ball, fellas.
Davuda Vakula just hovering.
Crouch!
So Jack Weir with the feed.
Binds! Set!
Real tradition here at Palmyra of the crowd calling the scrums. The balls come loose and into touch. And they get around Cunningham.
Line's yours, boys.
He's
Line's
done some
yours.
good work of the number 6 to bundle Kalamunda into touch. So line out now for Palmyra, taking a little bit of pressure off his team.
Yeah, you talked about important minutes just a bit earlier. This Palmyra team, a lot of guys, a lot of names back from last year's grand final win. So they're obviously pretty good in the championship minutes. As I put the mocker on them and they get done for not straight, but it's this 60 to 70 minute mark where you see all the best teams in the world, the Springboks, the All Blacks, they really take advantage and put the foot through the throttle. So I think it's a crucial 10 minutes for Kalamunda to probably not even score points, to be honest. I reckon they just need to hold on for 10 and make it that real close tussle for that last 10 minutes.
Great chance for them, though, with the scrum on the 22. They've had a couple of opportunities presented to them, haven't been able to capitalise on them. Can they this time through this scrum? Look for the big drive, though, from Palmyra. The drive coming from Palmyra, and they get the penalty. And the home crowd here enjoy it, and so do the forwards and the backs coming in as well. Plenty of bum taps, head slaps as well. That was a big one.
I'm sure you guys had a better vision of that at home than I did, but Pearson Kennington giving the chest whack 5 times there as he looked at the Palmyra faithful in front of the clubhouse.
Yeah, that was a big scrum by Palmyra. And what sort of mental damage will that do to Kalamunda, and what sort of lift will it give to Pally?
What number? 25.
That was a chance that Kalamunda
Line's yours.
needed to try and capitalise on. There's another change coming for Kala. So Ahele Kamazona Heki coming on in place of Asatosi for Ave. Good shift from the big front rower. So Kalamunda coming away with the ball. Weir, Forrest. Ben Smith takes the tackle. They go the short side again. And a Talia being one of the best for the Bulls this afternoon. Balls comes loose. That'll roll into touch.
Still Cala ball was ripped out.
Always a good atmosphere down here at Tompkins Park. Semi-finals time. Good crowd. Both sides of the pitch.
The assistant referee getting told he might be wrong there by about 25 people behind him.
Blue subs.
And mass changes for Palmyra. The bench being emptied. We'll pick them up as they come on. So Tarquin Hansen on, Kennington having a rest, Nepi having a rest. Carl Bissett as well. And Cunningham. And Jono, it's one of the real strengths of Palmyra when they empty their bench, they put quality on as well.
Yeah, their second grade plays just as good as their first grade sometimes, and I reckon there's some pretty good training sessions on a Thursday down here, Thursday night, where the ones and twos go at each other, but it makes such a big difference at this 60-minute mark to bring guys on who have played a lot of first grade and know exactly what's going on.
So Ryan Black, the new halfback for Kalamunda. Kamazona Heki getting his first touch early on. Forrest again. Sawyers leaves that one alone. Picked up by Nairobi. Arindel throws him to ground, so Kalamunda not going away. Here at Tompkins Park, Seaman at Tafa. They drive him back though, the fresh legs of Palmyra, that intensely lifts in the defence. Davudavakula. Nairobi. Siatunga makes the tackle, along with Arindel. Ryan Black at halfback. Would love to play in a home grand final. Black there again. Fine. Black leaves it behind. So a little bit of a knock on.
Then by red.
Pally knock on first. I don't know much about the dark arts at scrum time, and we don't have Heath Testman with us today, but I think the pressure that Palmyra is putting on this Kalamunda 8, I reckon they'll be going with what's called Route 1 ball. I've heard them mention, but get it in and get it out as quick as possible. Watch this shove from Palmyra as soon as the feed is made from the Kalamunda 9.
Yes, and a big cheerio to Heath Testman watching from Coral Bay this afternoon, getting their suntan ready for next week's big grand final.
He's made a misread there. You'd rather be sitting right here than at Coral Bay. So hi, Heath.
So Black, so Jono Lance knows he's scrummaging, and the ball does come out quickly. Black switches, Forrest looking for the touchline, doesn't find it.
Hold. On now.
And a beautiful kick there by Palmyra.
Red ball.
Forrest tried to punch that low below the wind like he did with a few of his kicks in the first half, but unfortunately just came off a bit of the outside boot and the wind just got hold of it straight away, which made an easy game for the fullback there, Eden, to get to the ball on the full and put them straight back under pressure in their half.
So Hunting with the throw. Well won by Smith. And a Talea almost coming away with it. Siatunga cleans up. Tyron Law steps through. Black makes the tackle.
Guys, no advantage. We'll play
Graham
the
Cooper
by 6 red.
says he'll come back for the original error. So it'll be a scrum. About 37 metres inside Kalamunda territory. So 30 points to 20 is the score. Palmyra in the lead. After a couple of early tries, it's been a fairly tight contest. Groovy though with the scrum feed. So an opportunity for Palmyra to get this scoreboard ticking over again and put a bit more breathing space between themselves and the Bulls. So penalty. Sawyer's playing on. I don't think he realises that yes, whistle's gone. Graham Cooper had awarded the penalty.
I think Dane thought he was about to get his first breakdown turnover of the day and got counter-rucked from behind, so I think he knew something's a bit off there.
So referee just having a bit of a chat to Passe Fine. An opportunity here for Rowita Biddle to punch this ball deep inside Kalamunda territory to try to get that rolling maul. So they're going to be about 15 or so metres away from the try line. Plenty of fresh legs in the Palmyra pack. James Little wins it. And once again, Kalamunda getting the turnover.
I don't know if there was a miscommunication there. Obviously, the forwards knew the play was the peel option around the front, but not one of the Palmyra backs led up, which left the carrier isolated and makes for an easy turnover as they don't find touch.
So Ojo runs with so much vigour, driven back by Sawyers. So Palmyra right back on the attack through Law. Hanson there to clean up. Biddle. Eden. Out to Paisi, leaves it behind. Picked up by Nairobi.
Guys, slow ball, no advantage. Play the knock on by Blue. Knock on.
Try line wide open for Sia. Paisi just couldn't hold that ball.
Guys, we'll stay out of that.
So Tuho Mahaki, one of the replacements on for Palmyra, along with Tarquin Hanson. James Little, as we mentioned. And also Liam Zoki Daman on as well. So 4 changes to the Palmyra pack to see us through to full time here. Pally up by 10. Kalamunda camp in there 22. Black with the scrum feed. Drive coming from Palmyra. Picked up off the back by Kamazona Heki. Forrest. Davutavakula. Straightens, gets the legs driving over the 22. Black again. And a Talea. Been one of Kalamunda's best. Sawyers, Forrest, to Maunu. Flicks it back to Passe Fine. He runs into Leavasa and also Hanson. Black Fossix for that ball. Kamazona Heki. Black is there, Forrest. Tomaunu offloading to Anatolia once again. Wrapped up well by Setu. So this Palmyra defensive wall, the Bulls finding it very hard to breach.
It's outside.
They continue to try and run their way through it through Smith. Black again, Forrest. Nairobi tries to get through the gap. Law makes the tackle. This is Hunting. Loitering on that short side. Nice run there by Tema Unu. Picked up by Nairobi again. Getting through a lot of work. Sawyers. Bounces off 2, bounces off 3. Sawyers in the clear. Offloading Anatolia. Wrapped up by Hoppy right on halfway. Forrest. So this patience game by Kalamunda. Slowly making their way up. Rangahitariri. Can he get through? Yes, he can. Offloads to Black. Players out on their feet. Davutavakula. Law makes the tackle. Anatolia down in background. A pick and go through Kamazona Heki. Great patience being shown by Kalamunda.
Stay there.
Not sure how many phases they're up to.
The arm goes out for advantage as well. I'd love to see him... I was about to say I'd love to see him keep playing and throwing offloads, but they go for the quick kick with the advantage.
I'm not sure how many phases that was, but geez, they were patient.
Offside.
I think they did 10 phases in their 22 before they got it going forward, but again, great desperation to get to a few breakdowns where players are isolated But just, it's no surprise this Kalamunda team are still in the fight. But as soon as the momentum came, you saw the spark change, and the 15 guys on the field just lit the switch just from one good carry. So this game's definitely not over, and they've really stood the test from Palmyra the last 10 minutes and find themselves 25 metres from the Pally try line.
Just your ankle?
Yeah, and they trust their game plan. I thought they might have been tempted to try and kick that ball into this stiff breeze, but they just played, backed themselves, and this is a real loss. Tevin Anatalea coming off. He's been so good for Kalamunda.
Yeah, he's been great. I think the Kalamunda forwards that are on the field at the moment need to start playing a bit of their tip balls. They've all got the skill to do it. We see it with their offloads, but I think just that one-off running's playing into Palmyra's hands and allowing their D to really fly up off the line. So I think we're going to need to see a few passes from the Kalamunda forwards to keep them in the game and get them some points in this back end of the game.
So they play on. This is Norm Tapara, the replacement, coming on in place of Anatalea. Simon Atafa. Kalamunda, their tails in the air. You can just see the intensity. Ryan Blackers there. This is Fine. Takes a mountain of stopping. Pick and go by Nairobi. They would love to score a try. Sawyers is there. Simon Atafa again. Sawyers, a little knock on. It's been picked up by Kalamunda. Groovy. Palmyra, Tyron Law. He's got Ojo outside him. He bounces off Davuda Vakula. Referee playing advantage. Tyron Law hard to bring to ground. The Palmyra faithful. You can hear the crowd lifting here as referee Graham Cooper awards the penalty.
Easy.
They play on quickly. A long ball out. Leavasa holds it in two hands. Offloads. Hoppy drops it behind. Been picked up by Jones. Fraser Jones back to Rowita Biddle. And he dots it down. And we spoke about the danger of this Palmyra side, able to score tries from anywhere. And after resisting that Kalamunda attack for so long, they have just turned it around. And from inside their own half, Rowita Biddle has scored the try.
Yeah, that one hurts Kalamunda's chances. It'll take a tremendous effort for them to get up off the back of that last 10 minutes, staying in the fight, their effort to get through 15, 20 phases of attack to get down there, and as soon as that ball gets turned over, the attacking prowess of this Palmyra backline just got clicked into gear. And the thing that remains undefeated though for Palmyra is their ability to stay square on the edges. Holding the ball in two hands, just holding the D up and then running square on that edge.
So Jack Groovy, probably one of the easier kicks he's had this afternoon, even though it is a fair way out. He's got that breeze, he's going to favour him. It's on his good side to push that ball between the posts as opposed to away from it. So 35 points to 20. And he does exactly that. He threads the needle. 37 points to 20. And such a key moment of this match. The score could have been 30 to 27, but all of a sudden it's 37-20. So 14-point turnaround. Going to make it very difficult for this gutsy Kalamunda team. As the ball holds up, it's been well won by James Little, flying high to take that ball under pressure. Leavasa flicks it out to Biddle. Hoppy. Rindell there to help his number 8. Hansen. Groovy spots some space. Davuda Vakula's there, as is Ojo. Ringer to Hireri. Forrest.
cleaned him out.
Hunting's there. At half-back to Maunu. Sawyers. Masetu moves up quickly on the Kalamunda number 7.
Advantage.
Referee Graham Cooper plays advantage. Ryan Black has a scamper himself, the half-back. The double blow. So the yellow card being shown.
Go you, sorry.
No one's really sure
Number 16's gone to the bin.
who's got it.
Going away.
I think we might find it's
16.
No.
so Sewa Leviatua Olala is the man that will have 10 minutes in the bin.
Might be his first involvement as well, which is a bit tough.
Ball not going out again. So Palmyra straight back on the attack. Kalamunda need to get the little things right to get themselves back into this match. Hansen now. Can't get the arms free. But Palmyra, this front football that they love so much. Arindel offloading Hoppy again. So dangerous with the ball in hand, the rangy back rower. Inside the 22, Grooby's there. Mahaki. Arindel. Tapara makes the tackle. Zoki Doman to Hoppy. They play on quickly through Nairobi. Tries to do the little tap pass. Ranga to Herreri, to Vudavakula now. Vudavakula pins the years back. Takes play up towards halfway. Hockamau's there in support. Ball's come loose. Ojo now comes away with it. End-to-end stuff here. Hansen. Zoki Doman.
If they were versing any other team in the comp, I reckon this looseness would suit Kalamunda, but coming up against Palmyra plays into a lot of their back three's hands with this loose game.
So Palala back there. So players out on their feet. It's been a frantic 10 or so minutes of both sides just desperate in attack and defence. And just you can see, John, just the speed of this, the way that Palmyra loves, they can just play at pace.
Yeah, Kalamunda chance their arm and go wide down that left edge. Loose carry in the breakdown on the edge, and 5 seconds later, Palmyra on the other side of the field, running and putting the ball back into the corner. They've got threats all over the park, which makes it so hard for a team to defend against.
So Fraser Jones, replacement. Hunting almost with the steal. Grooby, Hansen. Sawyer's there to make the tackle as he's Hockamau. The penalty coming in favour of Palmyra.
He's got to be up.
James Little very quick to point to the touchline.
Off your feet, number 2.
They want to put this game beyond doubt. Biddle will go for touch. So for the first time with these lineouts, all the kickers have had a crack at trying to get close. Palmyra just 6 metres away. So a great chance here to get this rolling maul in action. Tyron Law with the throw. And they go to Little, but
Yeah, but it's outside shoulder. It's not good enough. Option.
doesn't quite work.
Scrum.
I think there's no complaints from the
No.
throw there. I think it was Law.
Just under 7.
He's moved into the hooking role. I think his ribs might be still a bit sore from a few of those hits, which could have affected his line out throwing.
Nice and balanced, please.
So Kalamunda trailing by 37 points to 20.
Binds.
They're in this match for so much of it.
We're good. Stay. We're good.
Picked up off the back by Sawyers. Ball comes loose.
To tackle, stick the ball on the floor.
Ripped away. Referee says no, so penalty to Kalamunda. Centre field for them. Again, this breeze making it very hard for the teams running from left to right, and they'll chew off about 3 metres as a result of that one.
All the way in. Stay there, please, Blue.
So Madison Hunting with the throw for Kalamunda. Well won by Smith. Ringer to Herreri, moving into that familiar number 10 position. Black, no Ruby. Short ball to Palmyra. Black is there again. Tapara. To Monu. Black again to Nairobi. Same Tafa. Offloading. This is for the replacement. Jordan, Evan Jordan. Ball comes loose. Hunting's there. Ball will go into touch. Referee will come back for the penalty to Kalamunda. They just keep chipping away, Jono.
Yeah, I think the thought of a home grand final with the grand finals at Kalamunda next week might be something they're talking about still, because they're not stopping. They're having a crack right until the end here, and they've got some fresh legs in that outside backs to try and really sting them. But they're going to need some points in this next minute or two to be a chance here.
No, not yet. I'm just giving.
So Evan Jordan chewing off some territory.
Hey, you're getting the timing way wrong there.
You went for it and then went back in.
Yeah. Stay there.
I'd love to see him have a crack and go wide first phase here. Arundel's been quite narrow, and him and Ojo have been caught quite tight throughout the game.
Ball comes loose, picked up by Manahira Eden.
Tackle. Lost now. Lost.
Ringer to Herreri, just copying a stinger on that shoulder. That ball is going to go dead, so they'll come right back. So Hayden Ringer to Herreri, just down in back play at the moment. Was playing fullback, moved into the number 10 role, so Kalamunda need to reshuffle their back line in the short term, unless he can get himself right.
Boys, just a sub. Team mate. Go first. Okay.
So Kalamunda, ball to them. To Maunu, a replacement player is on. He's pretty nimble on his feet too. Sawyers offloading to Vudavakula on that short side. Trying to spark something here. Kalamunda, they need to score. Time running out for the Kalamunda Bulls. Tapara leaves it behind, picked up by Hansen. Referee playing advantage. This is where Palmyra are so dangerous.
Play on. Advantage over.
Jordan to Nairobi. Shows and goes.
Shows the kick and goes.
Same Tafa. He keeps going as well. Had a massive game this afternoon, Ryan Black. No halfback in for Kalamunda. Hook him out, finally gets there, holds things up. Hunting now will get there. It'll be left to Hunting, it will be, to come away with it. Tapara leaves it behind.
It's unfortunate you're offside.
Little knock on. So Kalamunda being forced to try and force their hand with time running out, and it's not working for them.
With the offside, it's now a penalty to Palmyra as well. Be interesting to see what they do here. They went for the line out last time, but
1 minute, fellas.
there's been a lot of heavy contact with potentially a grand final next week. They might have a look at the polls.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. Tyron Law points to the posts. As Hanley set to, he takes a break.
40 seconds. 30 seconds now. You got 30 seconds now.
Maybe William Tuheki Wade as the replacement on for Kalamunda. But Jack Gruby it will be.
Give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds left.
Come on, Keller!
44 out, pretty much straight in front. And he's just given it enough. And that will seal the match for Palmyra. And that will seal their position in the grand final next week. Kalamunda were gallant in defeat, but in the end it was the class and the experience of this Palmyra side running out victors by 40 points to 20. But Kalamunda, Jono, gutsy.
Yeah, I think the game went exactly how they would have loved for it to go, and with 20 minutes to go, they were in the fight. 15 minutes to go, they're still in it, and there was the exact game they needed. Even though they were down 10, they were making it a dogfight and weren't going anywhere, but there was a few costly kicks for touch that didn't find it when they had advantage. Heading down into that corner to put pressure on to try and get those points, I think proved to be the difference. And we spoke about as well that Palmyra bench that came on, really clinical at the end. A lot of guys played a lot of first grade, so having them come on the field with 20 to go really just lifts the tempo, and a loose finish to a game is exactly what Palmyra wants with the players that they have on the field.
And we'll get to Palmyra, but some of your favourite players for Kalamunda this afternoon?
The 8-winger, Sia Manatafa, I think he was still breaking tackles in the last play of the game there. For me, he was the player of the day for Kalamunda. I think Braden Forrest, left foot, it let him down a bit at the end there, but I think they were still in the game because of it. Keeping those balls low, playing this corner in that first half. I think those two for me, and again, Dane Sawyers was pretty influential everywhere. His shoulders were involved in a lot of plays, and his ball carrying as well was quite important for the Kalamunda unit.
And Palmyra, we talk about the balance of that side. Who did you like?
I think the usual names you can say, Ruida Biddle, Manahira Eden were great in that loose play. I think the 12, Hanley Setu, was just the perfect, I think, foil. I think him and Arundel in the centres are quite a good foil for those two. Just real hard, straight line runners. And then, for me, the back row, Cunningham, Law and Hoppy, all three of them bring different plays to the game. Law, mongrel, hard shoulders, hitting people. And the other two have a bit of a finesse, which makes them have to, a defence have to defend the whole width of the field all game, all day, all game.
Yeah, and talking to shoulders, Tevin Anatolia, Tyron Law certainly will remember this match this afternoon. I thought Kidane Ojo as well for Palmyra. One of these players, he's just dangerous when he gets the ball in hand.
Yeah, I think as far as wingers go, he could be the most violent carry into contact player in the competition. He makes the break with his speed, but then finds another yard of pace as he heads into contact. So they've got dangerous names all over the park. I mean, I haven't even mentioned Sebastian Siatunga, the captain. His set-piece play is obviously a key to his game, but his ability to ball play and play the width just means they're such a well-oiled team and well-coached that they're going to be pretty tough to beat next week, no matter who they go up against. Yeah,
they certainly will. And a great spirit shown between these two teams, Kalamunda and against Palmyra. But unfortunately for Kalamunda, their season will come to an end. The Cinderella story of the Bulls playing in a home grand final. It hasn't eventuated, but congratulations to Palmyra. That will be the clean sweep for Palmyra out at Kalamunda next week for the grand final. So 40 points to 20 was the score here. Jono, it's been great having you with us, and we'll throw it now back to the studio.
Thank you, boys. What a fantastic game for Palmyra. Second half specifically coming out and showing their worth while they've been the strongest team all year. And, of course, they'll defend their premierships next week at, ironically, Kalamunda. Kalamunda, of course, fantastic to get to this point in the season after starting with a 5-0 win-loss ratio, 5 losses to start the season, and getting this close and managing to push what has been the strongest team in community rugby for a couple of years now. So Palmyra just awaiting the results of Associates and Netherlands to see who they will take on next week in the grand final for an opportunity to go back to back. As we have a look at some of the tries from today's game. Fantastic performance again from Kalamunda. Got into the first half with a lead going into the breaks, but then the class of the men in blue showing up in the second half. The sun now shining at Tompkins Park. It was a wet and dreary day, but the sun is shining on Palmyra. See the highlights here. We'll endeavour to get you a score update before we bid you adieu. Can confirm that Netherlands at the moment are leading in the clash across the river, 12 points to 10 with about 25 minutes remaining. The Palmyra off screen, the Palmyra team getting a round of applause from their faithful in the sheds. This fantastic facility. And there we see it. Fantastic place to watch rugby union in WA. And Palmyra again, opportunity to defend their title. Just waiting on who it will be that challenges them, with Netherlands at the moment just leading Associates at Allen Park by just 2 points. But from us here and from all the team down at Tompkins Park, thank you very much for joining us on Stan Sport. And remember, next week it's grand final week. We're bringing you not just the men's clash, but also the Fortescue Women's Premiership. That will be up first as well. So a double header on Stan Sports Women's, and then the men's is what will be a fantastic tournament of rugby union. Fortescue Premier Grade. But for now, my name has been David McRae from the team on the ground and the technical staff. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week.